Hey friends, Mark Feldman here. So I want to talk to you briefly about mnemonica and the stack and memorizing it, and more importantly, I think, in how to keep it fresh in your mind. Once you have gotten it together mentally, how do you keep remembering it and keep it fresh? So in terms of how to memorize it, the truth is that I got Rick Lax's mnemonica trainer, and I thought it worked great. So I'm not going to give you all the details of that because that's his thing. I know it's based on some very cool memory principles, but that's how I did it. It worked. It took some time, but it worked. So I fully recommend Rick Lax's mnemonica trainer. But then the next thing after that is, what do you do after you've got it, right? So here's a couple of things. The first thing I did along the way was I took a deck. Here, I'll show you what I did here. Dump these out. So basically, I just numbered a deck according to the stack, right? 5 of clubs, 30, 10 of diamonds, 49. I used a label maker, 34, 10 of spades, etc., etc. I just label the whole deck that way. And then you can just shuffle these up and randomly look at them and test that you have them memorized. And then the other thing is I do it in both directions. So I'll look at the number and see if I can come up with the actual card based on seeing the number as the prompt, and then I'll do it in the reverse. I'll look at the card and see if I can remember the number from the card being the prompt. And so you should be able to do it in both directions, and that will be really helpful. And then the other thing is I came up with some ways of thinking through all of the cards so that I could remember them, like if I go for a run or I'm just out doing something, or I have a way of thinking of it. So here are some examples. One way is I'll think of all of the cards by suits. So I'll say clubs, and I'll use the chased order. So clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. So I'll just go through the stack, all of the clubs, right? Ace, 2 through 10, Jack, Queen, King. And I'll just think of those cards, all the clubs in that order, and then see if I can think of what number each of them are. And I'll do that for all the suits, right? And then another way to do it is, what about thinking of all the aces in chase order? So ace of clubs, ace of hearts, ace of spades, ace of diamonds, the 2 of clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds, all the way up through all the cards. So that's another way of thinking of it. And then another way of thinking of it is to go think of them in digits. So I'll think of 1, 11, 21, 31, 41, 51, and be able to name them. Then I'll go to 2, 22, 32, 42, 52, and do that all the way up until you go through the whole deck. I think those are the ways that I do it, and totally works. So, and then you can always just pull out this deck and go through it. And I was doing it every day for a while, and it really helps. The thing about mnemonica, which is cool, is I haven't been back doing magic that long, maybe 8 months. So my technique isn't quite where I want it yet. So my sleights aren't super strong, but having mnemonica pretty well locked allows me to do things that can knock people out, even though my sleights aren't where I would like them to be, just because of how much time I've spent. So that's my thoughts. I hope you find it helpful. Feldman out.